Hi, and congratulations on your 2019 Nissan Versa SV. This is a great little car. You've got something that's going to be versatile, have plenty of room in it, get you where you need to go, and be great on gas. We went over a lot during the delivery, so we're going to go back through everything, make sure that you're comfortable with everything, have a look at what's what, how to change your settings on everything. And after that, if you still have any questions, please don't hesitate to call, text, email, or stop in at O'Regan's Nissan Dartmouth. I'm more than happy to help you, and if I'm not around, one of my colleagues will. Let's have a look at the features on your brand new vehicle. So 2019 is exciting for the Versa. We've got a nice new screen on this. It's a larger screen and it is a touch screen. So right away I'm going to put it in reverse. We're going to have a look. There's my backup camera, really nice and clear. I've got some distance markers here, green, yellow, and red hash marks. As long as whatever's behind me stays above the red hash marks, I have room to open my hatch. So I'm going to put that back in park. We see I've got my touchscreen display where we've got our radio presets, and you can set up to 12 presets on your radio, which is great. AM, FM, USB, Bluetooth, and auxiliary for options there. We're going to go into the settings here. So to connect a phone or a Bluetooth device, you're just going to hit connections and then you're going to hit add new. From there, just follow the prompts. This is so easy to set up. You want to make sure that you're in the settings on your phone and then into the Bluetooth settings. Follow everything that shows up. From there, I've adjusted the sound settings so that you get really nice sound quality. So our speed sensitivity volume is up. When you go from residential driving to highway driving, you're not going to have to adjust your speed. It's going to do it for you automatically. And our bass and treble settings have been adjusted to give you really nice quality sound. We have daylight savings time approaching. So once we get there, right now my clock is all set. If I need to set it, I can do so manually right here. Once I'm done, I just press OK. When daylight savings time hits, all I do is go into my settings and then into clock, and I'm going to tap right there, and it automatically adjusts for me. And then again in the fall, when it drops back, I'm just going to turn it back off. Really nice and simple. Everything's easy to operate. So we're going to back out of here. Your main menu looks like this. You have your volume button right here. Audio button is just going to take you back to the radio. We can find new radio stations here or skip tracks if I'm streaming through USB or Bluetooth. And then my phone button here is going to take me to my phone info, which I don't currently have a phone set up. Down below is my climate control. This is still the same. We've got our rear defrost, which will activate the heated side mirrors, air conditioning. There's my fan speed. This is where my airflow is going, currently set for the windshield. I'm going to change that up to be the windshield and floor. And I get my temperature controls over here. And finally, the controls for fresh air versus recycled air. Down below, I see a USB port and an auxiliary port. I've got a 12-volt power port over here. No, that's not a cigarette lighter. It just pops right out to be able to plug an adapter in. And then finally down here, I have my heated seats, along with another 12-volt power port. Next up, we're going to check out the steering wheel and see what the controls look like there. So here on the steering wheel, I've got my controls for my cruise control. When I turn that on, I see right up here it says cruise. From there, I can set, I can resume, I can cancel. If I'm already going, I can decrease my speed or increase my speed. Simple as that. Over here on the steering wheel, on the bottom we have our Bluetooth controls. So this button here will answer a call or hang up a phone call. My next one up here is going to allow me to make an outbound call. I have my volume for my radio here, and my source button, which will change the source of my audio from AM to FM to USB to Bluetooth to auxiliary and back to AM. So from right here, I can control everything to do with my audio, all from the steering wheel, with the push of a thumb while I'm driving, keeping my hands on the wheel and my eyes on the road. This button here is going to go through my presets on my radio. So if I tap up, I see it going up. If I tap down, I see it going down. Finally, we have our box with the shadow underneath it here. This is for my display up here. So right now I'm showing 661 kilometers to empty on a full tank. Like I said, these get great gas mileage. If I push my shadow box here, it's going to show me my average speed. Now it's only an average, it is not your actual speedometer. This is the time that the vehicle has been running since I have reset it last. And a reset, I just push and hold, and it resets. This is my temperature outside. That's the max that my fuel economy will go to at 30 liters per 100 kilometers. And my average would show up here, except it has been reset as this vehicle is ready for delivery. And again, all I gotta do is press and hold this, and it will reset that box. Once more, it gets me back over to my gas mileage. And right here, we've got our lights. So park lights, headlights. Down here, we have the adjustments for our mirrors. Once you get them set, you're gonna wanna put that back to the center just to avoid accidentally moving your mirrors while you're driving. Down below is your controls for your locks, your windows, the lock for your windows, and that's that. And then we have a button here to turn off our traction control, which if I turn that off, I see that right there. I'm gonna turn that back on. I do recommend just leaving that alone unless you are familiar driving with the traction control off. Over here we see our gas gauge, which right now is full. I've got my odometer reading at 15 kilometers. And then I've got my trip odometer, which I'm going to reset. And if I want to get to trip B, I just push that in. And again, I'm going to reset. And just like that. And then my drive indicator. Right now I'm in park, reverse, drive, neutral, or low gear. So I can go through the different options there. I hope that helps refresh your memory on everything and gives you a good idea of what you've got for a vehicle. This is a great vehicle, amazing on gas, handles really well, it will turn on a dime. It's very safe and reliable, and I know that you're going to love it. If you still have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Call, text, email, or stop in the dealership. More than happy to help you out, and if I'm not around, one of my colleagues will. Until the next time, if you're in service and want to pop over and say hello, please do so. I'd love to see you. Otherwise, if I see you, I'll say hello. And I look forward to dealing with you when it's time to get your next vehicle.